So you've likely been rejected before, or you're probably wondering what could happen if you ever asked out your crush, right? However, the thing is that even if she's extremely attracted to you, even if you're like the most beautiful man that she could ever seen in her life, she will not ask you out. The only way to know is to ask. Ask her out. You miss 100% of the chances that you don't take. However, I can teach you what to do before that in order to maximize and ensure that she's 100% attracted to you. And not only her, but many other women. Okay, so polarity. Polarity is the key to women. Polarity is the key to any relationship, to love, to sexual desire, to anything. Women nowadays say that there's no good men anymore, that men are too feminine, or that they need a good man. There's no good men in this world anymore. And why is that? Along with this, there's a lot more feminine men in society nowadays, meaning that very likely feminine men are not the men that they want. Feminine men are not those men that they're talking about, those good men. So, women have a feminine core, they need the opposite of that, a masculine core, in order to attract her. So if you're not that masculine, if you're not that opposite pole, you're not going to attract her. Because this is polarity. Just like the north and the south pole, a positive and a negative, a yin and a yang, the masculine and the feminine, they attract each other. Therefore, that's the reason why so many relationships don't work nowadays. Too many men are right here. This is the masculine, this is the feminine. They're right here, and too many women are right here. They're becoming more masculine, and men are becoming more feminine. So they're right here. They have no need for each other, right? Therefore, women are not attracted to men anymore. Men don't take the lead anymore. They're not acting masculine anymore. They're not disciplined. They don't work hard. They only play video games, jerk off, and eat junk food, right? And I'm saying this because this is the truth about attraction. This is the simple truth. This is simple human nature. This is what you must do in order to attract a woman. If you want to be attractive to women, and I mean the general population of women, because obviously, and women in general are going to be very feminine, you need to be that masculine in order to attract them. And I say this because do not focus on attracting them specifically. Focus on yourself instead. Focus on being that pole. Focus on building your physique, becoming more masculine, building confidence, charisma, and things like these, which actually make you that masculine, and they will be attracted to you. However, like I just said, even if you do get to this point, the only way to actually know is to ask her out. You miss 100% of the chances you don't take, so just take it. Even if she fantasizes about you in her bed at night, she's never gonna ask you out. Simply because men are expected to make the first move, and that is simply the reality. Don't believe all the BS that you hear online about, oh, open up to her and be emotional and show her that you're stressed and this and that. No. Don't believe all these BS that you hear online about being feminine and that she's gonna fall in love with you even more because you're emotional and you open your feelings to her. No. Women are not attracted to this. What women want is not an emotional man. An emotional man is he who cries whenever he feels sad and he lays in bed instead of putting in the work. A feminine man is he who doesn't put in the work if he doesn't feel like it. A feminine man is he who eats junk food if he feels like it, even if he knows he shouldn't, and he still doesn't. Women don't want this emotional man. What women want is a man that can express his emotions. However, at the same time, he's masculine, he's disciplined, and he has his shit together. However, he can still demonstrate his love to her. However, whenever he's going through a tough time, and he has a lot of stress on his shoulders, he has a lot of stress on him, he can take that. He can withstand that. But by opening up to her, you're just demonstrating to her that you can't really handle it, and you're not really that manly. You're not really that man that she needs, that can protect her and provide for her. That is simply it. Build this charisma, build this confidence in order to attract that woman. Because those are obviously the first signs that attract a woman in the first place. Your charisma, your confidence, your appearance, of course, like I just said. So do that, become that pole, and you will attract that woman. And like I said, do not try and be all creepy. Don't try and be that guy that like tries to get girls. No, instead focus on yourself, become that pole, become that opposite pole, and do not depolarize her. Polarize her. And what I mean with polarization is that you make that gap in between each other more greater. So that way you're two poles on the opposite side of each other, attracting each other. Just like two magnets. Simply focus on yourself, become that man, and do it for your future self.